Hello, 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 hello. Thank you for joining me tonight. I am Jacqui Duran, Scentsy Consultants, weekly YouTube Scentsy training chat. If you've been joining along since the beginning of the year, this is week 18. Week 18. 18 different Tuesday night chats. 18 different topics so far. We still obviously have plenty of more weeks to cover to get through the rest of the year, but I think we're off to a pretty darn good start. And tonight we are going to chat about how to work your Scentsy business without doing home parties. And you might think that I'm crazy when I say that. Perhaps I am. But honestly, I'm, this is like my weekly confessional with you guys. This is how I work my business. I do not have a lot of customers who have a whole lot of time to do home parties. I personally do not have a whole lot of time to do home parties. As much as I adore doing home parties, my schedule doesn't allow for too terribly much flexibility with that. And the same with my customers. They're just busy. They're moms. They're, or if they're not moms, they've got jobs. They've got stuff going on. They've got family. They've got commitments. They've got sports that they do. We're busy people. We fill up our lives with things to do and things that make us happy and different hobbies and different sports and different. And the beauty of Scentsy fits right into that busy workflow. And I love it. I love it because I'm a busy person. And one of the things that I was really, really concerned with when I very first started was, am I truly going to have enough time to work my business? And I didn't quite have the swing of things at the beginning, so I didn't have a good groove down. So I did struggle with that, but I found that groove. Jacqui got her groove back. And it totally fell into this natural habitat for me. And that is where my business has honestly lived for the last 1.5, almost 2 years. So this is where my business lives. So when the things that I'm going to talk to you about tonight are the things that I know a whole heck of a lot about, simply because this is how my business works every single month. I would love to have home parties. So if you live in the Kansas City metropolitan area and are wanting to do a home party, call me. Yep. I want to do a home party. But I just, like I said, I don't have a lot of friends and customers who have the time to do that. And then the ones that do, unfortunately, their friends don't have a whole heck of a lot of time to do that. So I completely understand in this day and age. And honestly, I mean, we live in the age of communication. And I mean, look at me. Every single week, I'm able to come to you with this very live broadcast. And if you guys need anything, there is a chat box over there. You can put in questions as we're going through things. So I can see that those of you who are online, so if you have questions, you can shout them out. I mean, look at this technology, right? You can text people. You can FaceTime them. You can do these virtual things, and you can work these things into your life that you're basically already using anyway. So why not take advantage of them and make them work to your advantage? It's my philosophy anyway when it comes to all of this. So take it as you will. Take it with a grain of salt. Like I said, I'm here for you to share my ideas, to network, and hopefully inspire you and help you out along the way. First of all, I do want to say that I got a couple little housekeeping things that I want to say, and that's to all of you out there who either are a mother or celebrated a mother this past weekend. It was Mother's Day. So if I didn't talk to you or didn't get to see you on Facebook or Instagram or however it is that we communicate or in real life, and I didn't get to see you or say anything, happy belated Mother's Day. Lily, it's okay, baby. It's okay. It's okay. Do you hear her? She's saying happy Mother's Day to you and Kat. I personally had a really good one. I got to enjoy some amazing family time, which is really, really great. I brought it into the bedroom tonight because I wanted to share it. My son, who, oh my goodness, he's going to be 14 this fall. Oh, I feel so old. Anyway, he got me this amazing, beautiful orchid that you see back here. If you can hopefully see this orchid back here, this orchid right here. It's beautiful. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. I've always wanted an orchid, and if you know me in real life, or even, I say real life, but honestly, let's be real, through Facebook or however we know each other, I don't have a green thumb, so I was a little intimidated. As much as I love orchids, I've always been just very intimidated with buying like real plants. The only plant that I've ever had success with has been bamboo, and that's simply because I just knew I needed to change the water once a week, and that was easy. I could do that. But my son got me this beautiful orchid with the help of his grandmother picking it out, and I was just mouth to the floor like, oh my goodness, I love it. And so he's very proud. He had done his homework. He had done some research because he knows I'm a plant hospice worker. I just see plants to the other side. That's what I do. And so he's reading the directions to me. And he's like, Mom, it's so easy. All you have to do is put 3 ice cubes in it once a week. You just put the ice cubes in, like right there's some moss on top of it. He goes, you just put like 3 ice cubes in there once a week, and that's it. Oh, I could do that. So here's hoping that I will keep my beautiful, lovely orchid alive. I think I can. And I now my husband was joking with me, but I think he was probably really brutally honest. And he's like trying to give me a guilt trip, telling me, you really have to make this thing grow and be good with it because your son gave it to you. If you don't make it grow and you kill it, then that's just telling your son that, you didn't care about his present. And I was like, oh, thanks for the horrible guilt trip you just put me on, because now I have a whole lot of pressure. So I'm going to keep it alive. I'm totally going to keep it alive. But I hope that, again, if you're a mother, and I didn't get to tell you before, I hope you had a beautiful Mother's Day. And if you aren't yet a mother or are not a mother, and you have a mother in your life, I hope that you were able to celebrate with them. And if you didn't have any of the above, that's okay too. Just know that either they're in spirit, or they're with you in your heart every day. So that's how I think of my dad when it comes to Father's Day. So I kind of have him with me all year long. So that's a really nice thing. But anyway, so here's my housekeeping for the week, was to wish you all of that. For the consultants out there who are watching, we are coming into a very, very, very exciting week. Very exciting week. We as consultants, we were announced with our amazing incentive trip. So for the months of May, June, and July, we get to work to earn points. And we do that by adding new members to our team, to our sales, to helping our new team members grow. So being able to mentor them and lead them and get them really started off on the right foot by showing them and training them and working with them to really start their business and get it going. And as new consultants coming in, this is a really great time to join in these 3 months, because it's very, very easy for a new consultant to earn the trips that they give us, the trips that we can earn, the free vacations. And when I say free vacations, I truly mean free vacations. It is completely 100% paid for, all expenses paid, right? So if you fly there, your airfare is covered, baggage fees, all of that. Your hotel is covered. You get a per diem, so you're able to eat, so all your food is covered. The only thing that's not covered is your personal shopping that you may want to do with wherever it is that you won the trip for. So seriously, my day job does not give me a free trip ever. And I've worked there for 13 years. Okay. Scentsy does these, what, two times a year we have an incentive trip? That's awesome. But for new consultants, again, this is the perfect time for you guys to start your business, because you guys really get the points, because the first time you become active, you get points. The first time that you become a certified consultant, which is $1,000 in cumulative sales, you get points for that. And then if you add a team member on, you get more points for that. And then you get points for your own sales that you're making. I mean, honestly, a new consultant can earn this like that, people. More of the, the people who have kind of reached like the highlight of where they're going to go, they don't have a whole lot of ability to promote too much when they get to a certain level. Like a superstar director, you're kind of like at the top of the top. So, you really have to get those sales in or be recruiting to be able to earn those trips. So the newer consultants, this is your time. This is your time. If you're waiting for a sign, this is it. May, June, and July. This is it. And the incentive trip is, it's a cruise to Cozumel. Who would not want to be in Cozumel in January? I live in Kansas City. In January, it's snowing and it's cold and it's icy. I would much rather be on a boat with a cold beverage, sun, flip-flops, anything like that. Hopefully a cabana boy. I am really holding out for a cabana boy. And we also have Bring Back My Bar is going to be in June this year. It's going to be in June and not July. Remember, Bring Back My Bar happens twice a year, usually in January and July, but they're mixing it up, people. They are mixing it up. So it's not happening in July this year. It is happening in June. So us as consultants, we get the opportunity to buy all 20 of the bars that will be available in January. These are discontinued scents that come back for 1 month only in June. We get the opportunity, and on the 18th of the month, to be able to go in and purchase those bars, so that way we can have them kind of like how we do like our scent and warmer of the month. That way we can have these things prior to the month. We're able to, they don't really give us testers for the scents that come back for Bring Back My Bar, so we make our own. So basically, that gives us the opportunity to get the bars, to be able to make up samples and be ready to go come June 1st and just right out of the gate running. So it's awesome. So we're really gearing up. But with all of that excitement, it kind of really goes hand in hand with what I'm going to talk about tonight. So let me just get right into the beat of it here. Where do I want to start? Okay. One of these times I'm totally going to make an agenda. My people at work know me. I make agendas just so I stay on topic, and I make agendas for my meetings. So I have a written track, and I can go back and do meeting minutes, things like that. So I can remember where we've been. This is the only, and maybe it's because Scentsy is my fun job, but this is the only time that I do meetings that I don't have an agenda. So if I tend to ramble, this would be why, because I don't have an agenda made up. My youngest successfully, they didn't call it a graduation ceremony. They called it a moving up ceremony. So she's moving up from preschool to kindergarten next year. So we had that ceremony tonight. So it was very, very special. So she was, oh my gosh, she was just amazing. I had a wonderful, glorious mother moment, and then a lot of anxiety because it was really packed in there, and you're in like this gym, and you've got, all these parents up there with their phones, like, you know, the principal had come out ahead of time and she's like, okay, everybody, you know, for those of you who want to take pictures, shoot video, please try and do it to the side so everybody else can see. What happened? What happened? Did the parents follow directions? Absolutely not. They're standing in front of everybody. Everybody's doing this up at the top. Nobody can see anything. I have stress in crowds. So yes, my anxiety level was just like, okay, let's go. Get out of this gym. Let's go. That's a little crazy for me. So it's nice to come home and relax and get ready for my Scentsy talk tonight. So, all right, let's start out and say, well, I guess I kind of already said it. I love, you know, I'm in the home party business. Scentsy is a direct selling business. And for those of you, maybe you don't sell Scentsy, but you watch for your own ideas for your own business. Direct sales is primarily based upon home parties. And so when I joined Scentsy, I thought, okay, well, I have to start having home parties because it's like the only way my business is going to survive. And I quickly learned that, yeah, I got some home parties, but then very quickly, a lot of people were like, nope, don't have time. Nope, can't do it. Sorry. Nope, don't know enough people to have a party for you. So sorry. And then I was just like, crap, what do I do now? Well, then my business is totally shot because it's like a home business or a home party business. How do I have a business without having home parties? Scary. So I had to think outside the box. What am I going to do? Well, tips. Because I don't know about you guys, but the summertime is when I talk about this. And if you guys subscribe to my channel, and if not, please do. Please hit that subscribe button so that way every week you can get these updates for these videos. So if you can't watch them live, you will get the reminder. And then I throw in fun videos also throughout the month too, especially when Scent of the Month and Warmer of the Month come out. So you always have those too. But make sure you hit that subscribe button. But anyway, for those of you who maybe have followed me for a while, or are new to my channel, I have talked about this in the past, and I want to say I talked about it last summertime because this is when I started really implementing it. Because summertime for a lot of people is just a crazy hectic time, right? You maybe are taking vacations, or there's family reunions, or there's trips, or there's, you know, if you've got kids and they're in sports and, you know, volleyball and baseball, and, you know, you have everything going on all at once. Plus you have work, or, you know, whatever it is else that you do. It can be hectic. And when you ask somebody to do a home party, what are you asking of them, right? Of course, you're not, you know, hopefully you're catering to your home party host. If you're not, let's talk about that sometime. But my hosts, I truly spoil my hosts because I feel, you know, they're doing me the honor of being a host for me and allowing me to, whether it's coming into their home or whether it's doing one of these parties on the go, they're allowing me to introduce Scentsy into their life and into the lives of their friends and or family or coworkers or whatever. So they're, you know, a host is a VIP for me. I treat them as such. So it's a very, you know, I hold them with high regard. They took the time to say yes to me and to make the commitment to have that party, whether it's a home party, basket party, pouch party, whatever. They took the time to do whatever it is. And with a home party, it's not just the commitment of having the party, right? Now, you guys have probably either been to a party before of some type of direct selling, whether it's Scentsy or some other product, or if you're a consultant, you've at least either been to a party, had a party, or maybe you watched a YouTube video on a party, but you get the concept, right? You know, you have to invite the people, you have to clean the house, you have to have at least some type of refreshment. I mean, that's a nice thing to do as a host, right? To have refreshments, you know, at least something to drink, snack on, things like that. If you've got kids, then you have to arrange either babysitting or you have to work the party around the kids. You have to have the space. So you have to, you know, make sure, oh, I need to, you know, pull the chairs up from the basement. So we've got the folding chairs up here. I need spots for everybody to sit. Nobody wants to sit all on the floor. You know, so you got that whole commitment, and then, you know, they got to get their house ready before the party even starts. And then you've got all of their friends and their guests that they're inviting have to do the same thing. Well, they don't have to clean their house, but they at least have to plan the time to come to your party, right? And make that time commitment. So for them, it could be finding babysitting to be able to come to your party, or maybe they only have one car in their household. So it's like, I can't because, you know, they have the car and I can't, so I don't have a ride. Or yeah, it's a time commitment more than anything else. And for a lot of us, like I said, in this day and age, a time commitment is a huge commitment. So I had to start thinking of ways to working my business only around my schedule, because it didn't allow for that, but on theirs as well. So a couple of ways, and I'm going to show you some really easy and budget-friendly ways to do parties on the go. And I'm going to be completely upfront and honest with you. And I posted this in my my team page on Facebook earlier tonight. I have not done a home party. I said 6 months, but I could look back through my workstation to give you an exact date. It very well may have been more than 6 months since I've actually done a home party. And you may be asking yourself, how does this chick still say a consultant if she hasn't had a home party in like 6 months? How does she do that? Well, I still work my business. I work my business every single day of the week, except Sunday. But how do I do that without having home parties? There's got to be some kind of magical thing that happens, right? Where like I have my window open, so customers are just going to come flocking to my window, right? No, that's not how it works. I still have to put in the work and the time and energy to get Scentsy out there, get myself out there, get my brand out there, and get people talking about Scentsy, right? I have to do that. And so here are some really easy ways that you can do that. So let me start off with the bare bones. Okay, I'm going to start with bare bones. Let's just start with this one. Okay. Consultants, talking to you. Customers, play along and listen. On the fencers. When I talk about on the fencers, if you haven't heard me talk and use that term before, an on the fencer is somebody who is watching these videos and is thinking, I don't know about that Scentsy thing. I like what she's talking about. I think it might work for me. I don't know though. Maybe it's a time commitment thing. Maybe it's a money thing. I gotta save up the money for the starter kit. Or I don't know. I don't know if I have enough people interested. No excuses here, people. No excuses. I am a very busy lady. Not gonna lie. Also not gonna lie, because I bring a lot of it on myself. I have 3 children. I have 2 that are still in the home. My oldest is, you know, right at the lovely teenage age of right at 18. So, you know, she knows it all. She's got the secret of life figured out. So she's off living the secret of life. Just like I thought I had it too. I didn't. Anyway, so between my teenage son and my 5-year-old who just moved up from preschool today, and I have a full-time job. I do work 40 hours a week. I get up at 5 a.m. Monday through Friday. I do have the ability with my job. I am very blessed with my job. I love my career. I will say that. I do love it. It's not as fun as Scentsy, and it certainly doesn't give me free trips and perks like that. But I truly do love my full-time job. And I do have some flexibility because, like, tomorrow I'm going to telecommute. I get to work from home, so I can kind of completely multitask, which is really good for me. But I have, you know, I still have to work at least 40 hours a week. Sometimes I put in more than that. And then on top of that, I have I'm finishing my bachelor's degree, so I've got classwork to do for that. I also take these classes through my work. I got a lot of logs on my fire, and my husband actually works Monday through Friday, but he works that second shift, so we don't see each other throughout the week. In fact, tonight was a special night. He actually requested a few weeks ago to be able to go in late so he could go to our daughter's moving on up ceremony this evening. So it was actually really a nice thing to be able to have my husband home when I got home from work. It was crazy. So we don't see each other until the weekend. So I kind of tease and say that I'm like a single mother. I'm not a single mother, but I'm like a single mother during the week, simply because it's like all on me, you know, all the housework. He does help out. But you know, the meat of it is on me. So it's crazy. It's hectic. It's busy. I'm constantly running in like 5 different directions. Busy, busy, busy. If I can do this and I can make it work by doing these things, you can totally make this work for you. You can. You just have to put in the energy and the focus and the motivation to do so. So if you are, again, if you're one of those on the fencers thinking that you're too busy to be able to do this, it's not an excuse anymore. I will not take it. I will not accept it. I will say no. Not acceptable. Give me another reason why you're not ready to join Scentsy. Because that one doesn't count. I can tell you from experience, a busy lady can make a successful business. You can too. And for you consultants out there who are thinking, oh my gosh, you know, I don't know, just not enough time to do things. Yes, you do. You just have to make the time commitment to yourself to work your business. Okay. So as consultants, we get to shop in this amazing thing called the Scentsy Family Store. And the Scentsy Family Store is filled with swag. One of the swag items that I adore is actually on sale right now. It is on sale. These babies, well, here, let me show you. Here's an empty one. Okay. It's a zippered pouch. I think they call it a bank bag. If you've ever seen a bank bag before, I used to work when I was younger. I was a bartender, so I saw a lot of bank bags back in the day. This is obviously where you would use to keep like your cash, things like that. So perfect for you people who do a lot of home parties. These are great to be able to carry your orders in, things like that when you do events. Perfect for that. However, I use mine for pouch parties. It's kind of an extended pouch party, and I say extended pouch party because I'm about to show you my simplified version of a pouch party. But in these babies, and on the front, I've just attached my business card with some washi tape, simply because I want my hosts, when I'm giving this out, I want them to have, hopefully they at least have some type of a contact information for me, whether it's my cell phone, my Facebook, whatever, but I want them to have immediate access to me if they have any questions, or if they have this with them and a customer has a question. And I tell them when I do my host coaching, hey, all my info is right here. All you do is give me a text, call, email, whatever. I will be more than happy to answer any questions or answer any questions that your customers have. So I always make sure that that is front and center. It's just my personal tip. But in here is the basics of what you would do for any kind of a bag or a pouch party, right? So I've got catalog, I've got product lists, I've got order forms, I've got a host and join brochure in there. I've got a scent circle in here because I like to try and show off some of the product, part of our, you know, on the go products. A pen, because I think that's a very important aspect, so people can write down orders. I always throw in at least a bar. If it's not scent of the month, I have been throwing in bars of the newer scents that just came out. This one is Bananas, bananas. And it truly smells like, sorry, this is just a Scentsy consultant addict issue. You have to smell it every time you pick up a bar. It's bananas. But it's not like that super sweet banana scent either. It's a good banana scent. Anyway, I digress. The rest of what's in here, all of these are, this is an entire set of the mini transition testers. And if you're not familiar with the transition tester sets, these are the way to go, folks. Especially if you're working your business on a budget, buy the transition tester sets because you get all of the spring and summer scents plus any of the new release scents, right, in mini tester form. So, in fact, let me down here for my testers. Sorry. So here's your party tester. Here's your mini tester. So you see your size difference? That's huge. Huge. So when you're trying to put all these in a bag, think if you had put like how many come in here? What, I don't know, 30? I don't even know how many are actually in a mini transition set. I just buy them. But think of trying to fit, like, let's say 30 of these in that bag. You're gonna need a bigger bag. So the mini testers are truly a really great way to go. So this is a party on the go. Seriously, on the go. So what I do is I do with all of my host coaching, I let them know, hey, there's order forms, there's catalogs, there's everything you need in here. Here's all the scents that are brand new and the spring and summer scents. All you have to do is let you and your customers sift through them, fill out the orders, bring it back to me in 1 to 2 weeks, and I will set up a time frame with them on when to return it. Because I think that's truly important in your host coaching. And we've talked about that in a previous video. So if you're subscribing, hint, hit that subscribe button. You can go back and you can look, and there is a video about host coaching, which is key, especially when you're doing these types of parties. But as you can see, I mean, this thing can fit in a day bag. It can be carried around, whatever. You've got it. You can pass it out, okay? Now, this is officially, I mean, it's a pouch party, but this is, those of you who know me are totally going to laugh at this. I'm going to refer it to my Starbucks. I'm going to say this is the Venti bag or pouch party. Venti size, okay? Here's your tall size. Here is my pouch parties. Come on, camera. Can you focus for me? Oh, look, there was a lot better focus there. To the side. Okay, so here are my pouch parties. Pouch parties. Simple, 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 simple. These are for, I usually will let these go out for a week at a time. These are truly for my on-the-go hosts who are like, yeah, I'll host a party, but I'm really busy. I'm running from here, I'm running to there, blah, blah, blah. I don't have a whole lot of time to sit around and talk to people. No problem. Let me give you my mini pouch party, right? My mini pouch party usually has, and this one has 3 times 5. There's 15 scents in here. And honestly, it is truly a random draw of what I put in these pouches. Now, these pouches, this is where I grab these. These pouches I get at, in fact, this last batch, oops, sorry, upside down. I bought these at Walmart, and you can see the price there in the corner. If that is not budget friendly, then I obviously don't know the term budget friendly. 47 cents for a pencil pouch, okay? Plastic binder pouch is what it's officially called, whatever. I call it a pencil pouch, okay? School supply section. Like I said, I picked these up at Walmart. I hardly ever shop at Walmart. So when I did go there, I truly stocked up. I suggest, and this is my suggestion to all of you out there, you should have at least 5 to 7 of these, at least, and have them out and circulating. every single month. Even if you're one of those consultants who does home parties all the time, still get these circulating. Okay. All it is bonus added sales and or parties. I cannot tell you how many, even of the mini this size, right? 15 testers in here. It still has a catalog. It sells monthly special flyers. There's still a scent circle. I always try and throw something in, like the other bag had a scent circle and a bar in it, right? A bar isn't going to fit in here. Well, at least not nicely. So I actually threw a sample of a dryer disc in here. Okay, it's a dryer disc. So I still want to throw in some type of another product to show them that yes, we're wax and warmers, but we do have other products, right? So there's a scent circle. You can see it's on the go. There's a dryer disc. So you can see that we are part of the laundry line. So we have this great laundry line. There's a pen in there. Remember, a pen, very important accessory to any party. I've got business cards in there, so in case anybody has questions. And then on the back, and you guys have probably seen this before, but I use these truly for all of my bag, pouch parties, whatever they are. This is actually, hey there. It's the party invitations, okay? And you'll see there on the side is where it shows like name, address, you know, all that for, you know, if you were mailing these out, if you're giving these out as a party invitation to your host. But I just flip it around and I put my business card over the address part of it. And I kind of use it as more of a forum to just give them short, easy, simple, direct directions. I still do host coaching with them. Usually it's more of a brief overview host coaching of a very quickly, you know, this is what you do. Again, got questions? There's my contact info. All you have to do is either contact me, have your customer contact me. There's extra business cards in there. Just give them a business card and have them contact me. I'm more than happy to answer their questions. Or, because remember, we're only working with a limited number of scents in here. I've only got 15 testers in here. Maybe they've heard of a scent that they're like, well, I was trying to look here, like bananas. Hey, I heard, what, not bananas, B-A-N-A-N-A-S. I heard that there was that scent. That tester's not in here. What does that smell like? Do you have, how can I smell that? Because I was kind of interested in it to see if I might like it. Hey, tell your customers if they have a specific scent that they need to smell or want to smell, call me. Call me. I will be more than happy. If they're not local, if I don't have it, I will ship them a mini tester. I will ship them a mini tester if they need to smell it. I will ship them more if they need to smell it. Or if I have bars, I will send them some samples. Here, try it out. Why not? Try the product. That's what it sells. That's what sells it. So you've got your tall and your vintage parties, right? Your pouch parties, okay? This one has the entire set of transition scents in it. This one has anywhere usually between 12 to 15. This one just has 15 in it. Complete random sampling. Literally put my hand in my tester bag or my container that my testers live in and put them in there. So they line, well, they did until I messed it all up and started throwing it all around the place. They line up really nice and it looks really nice and pretty. I think presentation is key. Presentation is key. All right, so we've got those two types, right? Then I move on very quickly to these are my bag parties, okay? I get these cute little bags through another direct selling company. And because I love to support my direct selling sisters and brothers out there too. Because there's honestly business supply or supplies that they offer that I can totally use in my business. So why not support a fellow friend and or consultant, even though they're not my brand? Why not support them? Because if and when they're thinking of Scentsy, then they're going to think of me. Or maybe they have a customer who mentions Scentsy or a coworker or whatever, who's going to come to mind and be like, oh, hey, I have a customer who buys from me and she sells Scentsy. I've got her info if you want to give her a call. Network, people, network. Okay, so this is more of an extended version of these guys, either the vintage or the tall version, right? This is more extended. So this is something that I'm going to let circulate for a good 2 weeks, because this is truly like almost a full party on the go. These are for my hosts who either are my regular hosts, so they host for me on a regular basis, or it's somebody who's like, hey, you know, at my work, the girls all, or the guys, girls, whatever, all love Scentsy. So I'd really like, you know, I think I could do really well if I took one into work. Well, I'm not just going to give you a pouch then. Let me go ahead and give you one of my little bag parties. It's still not a huge thing to carry around, guys. They can still put it in their purse or day bag, whatever, or just carry it on their own. That's why I like these little caddy things, because for me, they're the perfect size and I love them. And they're cute. I can put, you know, the fun stuff on the front, right? Presentation. Okay, so in here, so I said it's a little bit of an extended version, right? Okay. Again, I try and showcase the different products that we have. We are not just warmers and wax, even though that's where the heart of my business lies. We are not just warmers and wax. Okay. So I always put a room spray in here, and I put one in here that they can use. So again, in my host coaching, I'm letting them know, hey, this is one that's usable. Feel free to use it. Let your customers spray it and use it, try it, see what the product is really, truly all about, right? Telling you guys, I've said it time and time before, if you're not using your own, I don't want to say using your own business, but if you're not buying Scentsy, if you're not truly a fan or lover of Scentsy, I've yet to find a consultant who doesn't really truly love the product. But invest a little bit, and you should be using your own products, because for one, that way you can give good, honest reviews to your customers who are asking you about the product, and you're going to have more product knowledge by doing so. But so what I do is when I buy the containers, I save the containers, and then I will usually save at least a little bit, and hopefully maybe you can see that there's enough in this container that is still a full sample for an actual load of laundry. So my host, I let them know, hey, what's in here is for you to, you know, share, let people sniff, smell, actually see the product. Feel free to use it though. Honestly, I want you to try the product. So there's a sample size in there for you to use. Just add it to your laundry and let me know what you think. So I think that's a fun thing to be able to do. So like I said, never throw the containers away. Save the containers. And if you don't, sorry, I have to plug in. If you don't buy that actual product, if you're not buying that product, then ask your customers who do buy the product and say, hey, when you're done with that, would it be okay? Can you bring me back the container? Because I will reuse that. Because let me tell you guys, even if this thing was empty, it's still, and maybe you can kind of see, but the inside of it, it sticks to the inside of the container, right? After time. So, oh gosh, this is sun-kissed citrus, by the way. It smells fantastic. But so even if this was empty and didn't have enough in here for a sample, they would still get a good whiff of it and at least have an idea of what it smells like, right? And get the strength of the product. So I always put something to that effect in there, whatever it is that I happen to have on hand. A bar, because I think that the customers and your host still need to be able to see the product to see what a bar really looks like, smells like, feels like, touches, whatever. Try not to let them lick it or eat it. If they can, they're not going to get sick, but I don't want it back if they've licked on it. More of just samples of products. Again, these are things that I have on hand, people, because I buy the product for me too. So these are things that I use. And so I will put them in there to be able to show off. So a scent pack, I throw in a scent pack so you can kind of see what that is, get a feel for it, exactly what a scent pack looks like, what it feels like. They can feel it, right? I will usually buy hand creams and or body lotions. And if you're a consultant, I I will say that going to the closeout section of your website and buying them. Now, you know, we don't get a discount as a consultant. However, if we host our own parties, we still get the same host rewards that our hosts get, right? We get free and half price Scentsy. So you can use those rewards if you're doing your own parties to buy things like this. If not, when you have the extra money, hop on the closeout section of your website. So even if it's a product discontinued, like this was a limited time package, and it came with other stuff, but it's body lotion of a wink and a smile, which is one of my happy girly scents that I adore. But you know, this is a usable thing. So again, I tell my hosts, hey, it's body lotion, but feel free to use it. Feel free to let your customers use it. Again, I want them touching, feeling, smelling, knowing the product, because by doing so, trust me, they're going to be more invested and they're going to be more apt to buy. I have a full complete set of the mini transition tester sets, which I'm telling you, that's the way to go. And then last but not least, on the back, pen. You see a recurring theme, business cards, and there's some scent samples in there too on the back side. But last but not least is, this is like just the paper goods, right? So here's that postcard again, the same exact postcard that was on the back of the pouch party that I showed you, right? So again, it's there if they've got questions. And then inside is the same thing, right? It's order forms, it's host and or join brochure. I always write a thank you note. I'm just big on thank you notes. And for these parties, again, this is like a deluxe bag party on the go, right? This kind of has a good portion of a lot of our products in it. So what I do is I make up a VIP catalog, and sorry, I'm trying to angle it so you can see it better. I make a VIP catalog, and I think I've shown this in a couple of my other videos, but I make these up to put in these, and if and when I have a home party, the host gets one prior to. And what I've done is I've gone through and I've tagged with little page tags and flags the important pages that I want them to look at. So like, for example, one of the pages tagged is one of my 2 favorite pages in the entire catalog, which happens to be the fragrance grid. So it shows what scents come in a bar, spray, circle, scent pack, travel 10. They know right off the bat, laundry care line, and the body, bath and body. So the shower gel, the hand soaps, things like that. So very quickly at a glance, if somebody is asking them, or if they're just curious, hey, does a wink and a smile still come in body lotion? Because that stuff's amazing. And I can look on here and go, body lotion, wink and a, no, it doesn't. But a wink and a smile does come in. Scentsy bar, room spray, scent circle, or a scent pack. Would you like to try one of those? So it's a very quick and easy way. But anyway, that's the VIP copy catalog that they get. And I will tell them, you're my VIP. Here's your VIP copy of a catalog. So this is the one that stays with you to answer any questions. If you need more catalogs, don't hesitate to let me know, blah, 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 blah. But order forms, all of that stuff goes in there. So they literally have everything they need to do a party on the go. Like I said, I let this circulate for about 2 weeks. Again, working with my host. So if my host comes back in 2 weeks and says, hey, you know, I've had this at work. However, some people have been out, or, you know, they've been on vacation. I'd really like to hold out for another, 4 or 5 days. Is that okay? Can we do that? Of course it's okay. You know, I'm here to work around for my hosts, right? They're my VIPs. So if I need to adjust, I can adjust. It's okay. I am a business that is flexible. So I make it flexible. You can too. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Don't put too much pressure on your customers and your hosts, especially. They're VIPs. Guys, these people are doing this not only so they get the perks of, the host rewards of earning those, but, they're taking time. Even though they're not hosting a whole party, at their home, right? They're not taking the time out to do that, but they're still taking the opportunity and the time to carry around your bag or carry around your pouch and collect these orders for you and bring them back to you. So give them what they need. Now, I will say, like I said, I originally was looking for ways to help my business during the summer months because I knew everybody was super busy, and I knew everybody was not going to have time to host all the parties that I wanted to be able to do to actually have and maintain a successful Scentsy business. I knew it wasn't going to happen, so had to get creative. So I did, and like I said, I really started focusing on working my business around my customers and around my schedule, both of our schedules. And I will tell you, my sponsor will tell you, my sponsor / director, she's also my director too, will tell you, I'm not your home party girl. As much as I want to be, as much as I love home parties, I'm just not the home party girl. And I'm not the event girl. Again, I don't have time to do that. And I don't keep tons of inventory on hand. So I don't have the inventory to do the big events, things like that. So my business runs primarily on the bag and the pouch parties. And then, of course, you can throw in your online parties, okay? Like we're doing this Google chat right now, right? All you have to have is a Google account to do this and a webcam of some sort. You can do it on your phone. I have not tried doing one on my phone, but you could do one on your phone. And invite your friends, send them the link to this Google Hangout or to your Google Hangout. Have your warmers ready, right? Have your warmers out so you can display your warmers. You can talk about your warmers. You can have one going. You can, show off the layers line. You can show off all the scents. You can go through and do a complete rundown of every scent category. Here's the Scentsy Men, and these are the scents that come in Scentsy Men. Do the whole spiel that you would if you were right in front of them doing a home party, but do it like this. Why not? They can still chat. They can ask questions as they go along. And then at the end, what do? You say, okay, guys, for those of you who would like to order from me, here is how we're going to do it. And then plan ahead on how you're going to do that. A couple of different ways. And I'm just going to throw out 2 quick ways because I'm totally over time. Again, shocking, I know. But a couple of different really quick ways to be able to do that is to get their phone number, preferably phone number or email. Phone number is probably going to be quicker. But one of those 2 at least. And say, okay, here's the deal. What I'm going to have you do is you're going to email me or you're going to text me with the products that you're interested in. If you've got questions, give me a call. We'll chat about it, or ask me via text or email. Be more than happy to do that too. And then figure out what their order is. Let them know their total. And then how do you get the money, right? Then what do you do? What do you do once you have all that information? Well, what would you do if you were at a home party? You would either collect a check, you would take a credit card, or you would take cash. Now, if this is somebody long distance, obviously the cash option, you could send the cash for the mail. Don't recommend it. You could. Don't recommend it, though. I personally will try and push more of the credit card option or debit card option. I have a PayPal account set up, but there are tons of other programs. You've got Square, you've got PayPal, you've got Pay Anywhere. Capital One, my one of my credit cards, Capital One, they have a credit card reader thing for businesses. There's tons of apps out there that do it now. So you have a way to be able to take a credit card, or you don't have to do it that way either. All you have to do is call them, or however it is that you're communicating with them. Just do it securely, please. Don't let anybody's information get out into the world. Do it securely. You can get their credit card information, and then that way when you input the order, just like you would if you were at a home party, right? You'd be reading down your, you know, going through your orders, your individual order slips, and, you know, have their order written down, have their credit card information there and ready to input directly into your party. And then that way you're putting in the party order anyway, and you've got the information. And if you're taking it that way and doing it that way, just my 2 cents from experience is to make sure you have a phone number or an immediate contact, because I can't tell you the situations I've been in where somebody's accidentally transposed a number, or maybe it could be user error. I may have transposed the number when I wrote it down, or I forgot to get the billing zip code. Has anybody else done that? I've totally done that. I've forgotten to ask them what their billing zip code is, because sometimes that differs from their actual address. So there's those circumstances. So when you're getting ready to put in the party and you come to that point, and then it pops back and it says credit card not rejected or not valid or whatever, something's wrong, error, you get that error message, and then an immediate fear strikes and you're like, oh crap, what did I do wrong? And so you want to be able to get a hold of them. So like I said, a quick means. So whether that's the texter who is like, yeah, no problem, text me anytime, day or night, I can answer your text, or the phone call person, you know, no, by all means, please call me. I'm more than happy to do that with you over the phone. So have that contact information ready. So that's the ways that you can do that. I will also say, because like I said, this is the heart of my business. This is the heart of my business. I've literally not done a home party in at least a minimum of 6 months. I will go back and look, but I believe it's at least been 6 months since I've done a home party. This is how my business survives. I get these babies out and circulating. These little, again, my lingo, my tall pouch parties. You see how many I have ready, right? I'm gearing up. I'm totally gearing up, because all of these will be filled. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6 right here in the stack, counting this one 7, right? I have 7 of these that will be ready to go, because I have enough mini testers that I can put a good little sampling in each one, a catalog, order form, blah, 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 in each and every one. Think of it this way. If I can get all 7 of these out and circulating in a month, if all 7 only had a minimum party of $150, I'm sitting pretty darn pretty when it comes to sales for the month, right? Just by pushing these things out and asking people to take and collect orders for me. And they're running their errands, they're going to work, they're going to the soccer game, the baseball game, whatever they're playing. While they're out there playing their sport, they can be having these passed around with everybody else who's there watching and supporting them. Or maybe it's the girls going to happy hour. Hey, I know you go to happy hour every weekend. Would you mind taking this for like 2 weeks and going to your happy hours, take it around and collecting some orders when you guys are out and having your girl time? Ideas and ways that you can work your business without having to sacrifice your time for the home party and your hosts and their friends' time for the home parties. You can make it successful by doing it this way. Now, I'm not saying that I have like $3,000 months yet, but I will say I can run a successful business to my means. Obviously, I want more. I'm aiming for more. I'm aiming for $3,000 months or more. But I can do this and still have a very good, well-oiled machine business. Okay? You can do this. No excuses. I don't care how busy you are. It can take you maybe 20 minutes to make one up. I don't know exactly how long it takes you, but you can make them up, have them ready to pass out, be ready to go, get them out the door. These are like your little mini employees running around and working for you while you are still working your business, right? You're following up with those contacts. You're contacting people. Now, these can also be used very, very easily, and I do this a lot. I have a lot of long distance customers who like to do long distance parties for me. So what happens? what happens? Now, I will say I don't do as many of these long distance. I do some, but again, it's more of a, it's an upgraded version, right? So I will send these to the people who have hosted for me before, or, you know, who are like, oh yeah, I'm ready to go. I would love to do a home party with you, but I can't. But I could most certainly make that turn into a $300 party if I had that. I could totally do that. Those I'm not willing to do, you know, I'm not willing to say, oh, no, I will not ship that to you. But the pouch parties are really easy to ship, because if you guys are not familiar, you can go to your local post office and you can do the, if it fits, it ships priority mail packaging, and they have either the rigid or the soft envelopes. I prefer the rigid because they work better. But you can fit this guy in there. He fits perfectly, and you're shipping it. And I think the shipping cost for those, it's a flat rate fee. Like I said, whatever you can shove into those envelopes, if it fits, it ships. Truly, it doesn't go by weight. So whatever you can fit in those envelopes, fit in the envelope, and I can send this out for $5.95. That person's able to have a party, and they're long distance. They're states away from me, right? These things are beautiful. If you're not doing them, do them. Go to Walmart, go to your dollar store, go to Target, go wherever you go, buy some pencil pouches. You can see what I did to make mine pretty, right? Just some washi tape, some stickers, a join sticker. I think those are important. And then, of course, I put my little FAQ on the back, right? Totally doable. I hope that this was helpful for you, especially going into the summer months. So if you guys have questions, sorry, I've been not looking at the chat bar. If you have questions, please do not hesitate to let me know. You can comment here on this video. You can, I think my Facebook is linked here in my bio, or the description of the video. So it should be there. So you can contact me on Facebook if that's easier. Shoot me an email, whatever works for you, whatever works. I'm here to help you guys. And for those of you on the fencers, you can see you can work a Scentsy business without even having a home party, and still be successful, and still have fun, and still make that extra income every month. So peace, love, happiness. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. Enjoy. And if I don't talk to you soon, before then, I will talk to you next Tuesday for our next weekly video chat.